All right, we are back. Let's check out recruiting. Did I get any new guys? Can't remember. This one we should get next. Looking good there. Looking good there. Good there. And we jumped into this one, but OK State could make it tough. And I must have scouted some other people. Didn't find anything? Nah. Just check the classes out quick. Just behind, but looks pretty good to me. All right, Liberty game. Here we go. This is like the top two teams. They're a little better than us. Tried to turn on Lisa's volume, but let's see what I know.
Taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse
Because it
Palmer.
seemed to be really loud. I don't really watch these. I don't know if anybody else does, but now I don't hear anything.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out at the 22-yard line, and that's
I got some time to remember what they were. Hold on. I want to hear them at least a little bit. See, I just put it down to 50. All right, let's try 75. Okay. And just so you know, we're still on Heisman with our settings in. I don't know if those need to be adjusted.
FIU Panthers offense will have the football first.
I did not expect.
And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why. And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some
Space in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Yep. Nice blocking, fellas. Totally ruined that guy getting in the books. Just no unblocked. Play action, man. It's so hit or miss.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Possibly cover 3 with Payne Dawson.
Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Looking to take a shot. He is lucky to get that one back. The last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that's creates excitement for the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
So much
and this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. FIU set up with another first down.
Tried to be key.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. And they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No,
there he goes. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes. It just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He'll do it himself.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Coming out with it, it's Lee. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Flames offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. And guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Flames will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Finding an escape route. And he brought 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, just trying to get it up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete to the right. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Let's play from the outside.
Take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Basco. And they'll get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Block him.
Holds it in and looking upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Let's just let it go to the quarter.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here
All right, I had to pause. Took a delay again.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
Did I not take another high? All right.
To the air, it's Jenkins. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one.
Out of the middle. I think we got this.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Close to be punting, but
punt is on its way.
Let's protect it. A little backspin. I missed it.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Hoping this drive will be more productive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that
play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Is that a receiver on the right?
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 guys.
Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? You must protect.
Hold on, I just want to see. That was me, but at least I'm pretty sure it was. Come on. Okay.
When he's in a defenseless position like that, that penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Flames.
Put him in
baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Although the linebacker might have.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They have life.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Cover 3 like a pay.
To the air, it's Jenkins.
Awesome.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's taking the shot. He's got it.
Wow.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. And it'll be down right there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. On the run, it's Blue. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
Did we stop running Gary?
And the Panthers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Makes his man miss. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for a man. It's Basco. Slings it. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back on the option to give.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Play calls.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Leaves it with the back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the counter, finding open areas. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away.
I missed it.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the pitch.
What?
Picks up the first down. He's brought down, but
Look at
there's
the
a
video.
flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Myself.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
I don't know.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught him over the middle. It's Dawson. They stop him almost immediately.
Not this
Gain
week.
there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Liberty. This defense making a big...
I couldn't go back and get it.
Putting it in the end zone.
Fair enough.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
With the catch, it's Perry. And he's brought down after a nice game.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab, it's Dawson. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for room. It's Blue. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. It'll be a draw. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of 1st down yardage. 4th down is coming. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. FIU getting back in the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Looking for space to the left. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Flames will line up to punt it away.
Yep.
And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day.
Oh, that's a good talk.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Puts it out in the air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Knocked off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good right down the boulevard. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock. You have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Back to throw, it's Vasco. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly through.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grab behind the line. It's Blue. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Hey, got it for the sack, and that'll be a turnover.
There it is.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you